Okay, hello once again, ladies and gents. Welcome back to VRML. Preseason, week 5. Of course, I'm Palidore again. Hot off the trails of that last match we just saw finish up between Quackheads and Toxic Units. We got another one right here. Smash Dash this time, going head-to-head versus Quackheads. So on this season, Smash Dash finds themselves 2-3 currently on the record with a 1200 MMR. Quackheads, after the loss to Toxic Units just moments ago, they will fall to 2-6 MMR of 1170. The teams are already in here, scheduled to start off shortly. But until then, hello once again, and well, thanks for joining me. Those who might have paid attention to the Discord, this is, I believe, my 94th cast? Yeah, so on track to hit those 100 soon. Now, Wednesday would be the 1 month because VRML started on the 4th of November. The first match is the first day of preseason. But as Sir Dimwee pointed out, if I get it on Thursday, the 5th, it's still 31 days since the 4th of November, so it kind of sort of falls within that 1 month span. I mean, 31 days, right? It's like, it's a little bit of a loophole. Right now, it looks like I'd be on track to get it on Thursday as opposed to Wednesday. Trying for Wednesday, trying to guilt all kinds of, my friends and teams and stuff. Like, hey, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Book on or before Wednesday, please. But, yeah, it looks like we'll be on track for Thursday, which I suppose I'll take. Mentioned a nice consolation prize would be 99 casts on Wednesday. Like, if I can't hit 100, 99 would be nice. That way, I can update my Discord tag to had 99 casts, but had a hitch with 1. I don't know. I thought it was clever. Jay-Z approved. He loves Echo Arena. He told me so in person. Meanwhile, Sendo over in Discord chat just tagging me, informing me that they'll start as soon as Street Boo has his headset on, he means. Not that they're waiting for UPS or something, says. Indeed. That would have been a whole other story. Nonetheless, though, all players are here in the match, so that's good news. We'll go ahead and go into the midfield, and well, there you go. Right on time. So, Smash Dash Quackheads. Here we go. One last swig of water there. And all right. So, for Smash Dash, it's Sendo, Dage, Slin, and Street Boo. The Slin and Dage there on that joust getting the first tap, but recollected by Quackheads for the moment. So, Quackheads, for those who weren't here in the last 30 minutes for their last stream, it is Middleman 82, Gobshite, Irony Man, and Flash Flood. The aforementioned trying to go here on offense, but being stopped, but taken right back. Oh, but Slin, what a nice save. Wow, I thought that was a guaranteed goal on the rebound. It looked wide open and exposed, but you know what? Slin just exposing himself, I suppose, as a great defender. And now, an offender. It's Sendo Target. Smash Dash the first 2 points. Oh, hello again. People in the chat. Yerkaline, am I saying that right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I always feel bad when I get names wrong, but hello. Saying go smashy dashy. Yeah, why not? So, Gobshite, though, for Quackheads will take it here. trying to go against that smashy, dashy defense, but Slin will have something to say about that one as he gets the clear. Heads off into the other side of the floor. Will get his own rebound, but it's going to be a missed shot because of the brawl. And Quackheads there now playing some nice defense, getting it out, but it doesn't seem like they can get the recovery. I know against Toxic Units moments ago, you know, Quackheads had themselves some nice defensive stands. It was just more so that the first team to the disc ended up always being toxic on a lot of those occasions, so they would get multiple attempts at it. Just trying to find a line on some of these passes, just being very patient with it, trying to maybe win some brawls down here. You see Middleman contesting Dage for the last several seconds now. Now that's a tight cross pass that'll just float into the hands of Street Boo based off that great stun. Couldn't get momentum behind it before he was stunned out and dropped the disc. Over on the other end, though, it's a train of ducks for Quackheads, eventually reclaiming it. Flash Flood taking that, a middling pass to Middleman. And now once again on the offensive push. All of them spaced out on the floor here. And just a bit of zone. Oh, it's going to roam close to the area. So I think for Quackheads, you notice how they all space out on the floor. I think it would be beneficial if some of them, yeah, like this, played more on the ceiling. Now, that said, that shot is going to be saved by Street Boo. Right back into the hands, though. Middleman cannot put it in off that rebounded shot. Slin will have it. Will find a clear now. So, bit of a missed opportunity. Could have bought them some points. Slin actually taking it away from his teammates. So, Sendo having to accept the assist, whether he liked it or not, because Slin grabbed that and then found the goal. That's 4 points for Smash Dash. Dashing across the floor, they are. Flash Flood will take this one. Find Gob. That's going to be a deep cross to the other side. Stack on the approach, and two teammates here for Flash. It's working their way into the 2-point area. Now that's going to be cut off by Dage. So Dage and Slin working that midline defense, looking for that mail slot shot, and he got it. Slin. Nicely done by him. That's 7 points now. About 4 minutes into this first round, favoring Smash Dash. Quackheads, thus far, immediately, it does seem like they're getting more shots off just in this opening few minutes than they did with Toxic. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to get a lot of shots at the moment, but they are at least getting it into the bubble. Maybe just needing to clean up a few of the passes, but otherwise their defense is still quite nice for Quack. Now that said, it will be Smash Dash getting back on the offense, so now they need to kind of collapse on that. But Quackheads, they're a team that's kind of a mix of, I mean, they have really good brawlers, but also really capable goalkeepers. Now trying to keep that one out, but unable to, so Slin gets the 9th point for Smash Dash as a result. I see Taco on Thursday over in the chat there. Hello. Welcome to it. Congrats on the win. So Smash Dash on the defense now as Quackheads rolls on out. Middleman with a man in tow finds Gobshite, who then knows where to go. Irony will get that one, dish it deep into the other end by that shoulder. Gonna be contested hard though, and that's a tough one. Kind of took it straight into the jaws of the defense there. There's a couple of guys, so that was going to be a tough one without maybe a duck or a juke of some sort. Trying to recollect is Sendo. Target will have it stolen, but it still goes in. Oh, that's unfortunate. Off Irony Man. Irony Man again, so let me tell you, that's a bit of an unlucky thing, because for those who didn't see the last game, Irony Man also there was a shot that went through the mail slot right about here, about Bowtie, I think, and Irony was boosting back. It hit him in the head with his back facing the disc. It hit him in the head and floated in for a 3 as well. So that's 2 games now that Irony has had one just go off of him into the 3 through no fault of his own. So, unfortunate. That's certainly not, you know, not something you can really fault him for. It's just unlucky. But now trying to find themselves another goal. It's Slin. I mentioned this week to week, but Slin has been having quite the season as well. Obviously, a player who's been around for quite a long time, 2.5 years and counting. And we've had our battles in the arena here and there, namely at LANs, obviously. But you know, very good player, long-time player. He's had success, you know, at all levels, and now he's going to be leveled with that punch. But yeah, Slin has had himself some nice scoring games in this preseason so far. I believe his very first or second match he even had with a Smash Dash, it was Slin who scored something like 38 points, I believe. I mean, he went off in that game. But off it will go back to the Smash Dash end of the floor. Going to be recovered by Dage. And he's going to make a passing play. Sendo just checking behind him, a soft dish over to Street Boo as Irony and Dage kind of equalize each other over here. Just trying to cause some separation. And going for that slot, that mail slot again. Rebound perhaps. And now on the map for the slam dunk. Right into the corner. And that'll be Dage, assisted by Sendo for their 16th point. So, Quackheads here trying to find some scores. Gonna get that clear. Can't quite find the lead in to the catch. Now the back line trying to be played. Gonna be a tough one as well. Slin's there first. Too tight on that corner approach, but one more attempt maybe from Dage. He goes up and around, juking, looking for Sendo. Sendo gonna cross it to the corner, but saved out of there by Middleman. Getting the save. Nicely done as always, and off to Sendo, who will send it up to Street. Up the street, now back down the street. Trying to look for some one-way offense here. On the way to the goal, Street Boo, pass down low, over his head, but bounces off instead. Another rebound's gonna sail through. So some tough attempts, perhaps getting a little bit lax is Smash Dash on offense. It's taking some really, that deep shot is going to be very, very close from Flash Flood. You can see him kind of shrugging there. Like, oh man, almost. But instead, it will be taken back here by a few players for Quackheads, just finding themselves a disc. Now it's going to be missed on that almost intercept by Dage. Finding it is Flash Flood, but again, that outer bubble defense right at the edge there. We've seen that a few times now, where there's one in goal and then one just perfectly contesting that long pass. Really deny them any move. So that's good defense there being shown and maybe turning into offense. And indeed, all alone at the other side of the goal for the 19th point. Perhaps narrowly avoiding a mercy here for Quackheads. A Smash Dash just coming out with some strength on the start. So one game favoring Smash. 19-0. Quick look at those stats there. It's Slin leading the way on the points with 9. 3 for Street, 2 for Dage, and 2 for Sendo. Sendo already with 3 assists as well. And Slin. 40 stuns in one round. What in the world? That is an awful lot of stuns. On pace for a 100 stun game and counting if he keeps this up. Wow. Very nice for him. Over on the other end, Flash Flood and Middleman, 2 saves and 1. And then double-digit stuns for all of these guys, but yeah, 40 stuns in one round. That may be the most I've seen in a single round, I think, or at least close. Huh. Well then. No, my record high in stuns across the VRML rule set for like 3-round series is 98. Barely missed that 100 mark. Barely. And that'll probably be the highest I get, though, I imagine. It's pretty pretty tough and exhausting corralling that many. But in any case, that might be an interesting story to follow here for Slin. See what happens as we get into these latter rounds. Yeah, Taco's saying Slin needs a chill. I agree. Not even, I mentioned his near 40-point game, but he's already matching that total just in the stuns alone. And 10 minutes, but in about 10 seconds was Irony Man there for Quackheads, getting the first 2 shots. Or 2 points, rather. And here, just because I forgot, I'm going to give this to you anyways. Boom! Enjoy, stream. There's your fancy round 2 graphic. So busy and just kind of gawking at Slin's stuns. I didn't even remember to push the button. But in any case, Slin will take that away. And now look for a deep shot. That'll be off as well. And taken back there by a stack from Quack. Back into the tunnel. Sendo will find it, but find a fist as well. Slin now looking for a good pass up there. Irony Man diving. That was a risk of a play. Sendo will come away with it. And Smash Dash works that up the floor. Gonna be cut off there, floating freely. Irony Man, the great stun on Dage to cut off that pass. A very good defense at play there. And now finally able to get some boost here is Quackhead. So coming out pretty good so far for Quack. Off the backboard. Oh, not in. Almost. Very close. But still will not count for points just the same. But you can see what I was talking about. I mean, Quackheads had a nice start to that first round as well, where they're getting some offensive approaches. But it seemed like over time, just that heavy defense from Smash Dash kind of wore them down a little bit. And you know what? It would wear any team down when they're playing that tight and just making it very hard to squeeze through passes. Like, look how well they're contesting not only the passing lanes, but even the QB, forcing them into uncomfortable passes. Makes it very difficult. But finding maybe a not-so-difficult shot off that rebound is Slin with another pair of points. And now finding himself and his team on the board with 2 in the second round. By the by, I mentioned this in my last stream as well. I do actually, I was doing some tweaks, and I did manage to kind of set up a basic little instant replay thing and graphic for it. I just honestly haven't remembered to press it because I've done almost 100 casts not doing it, so it's going to be another one of those things I'll have to find the muscle memory for, so. But it is coming. And there with another ding of a dunk. Second time he's done that one. Into his favorite spot, perhaps, in that bottom corner. But yeah, I definitely saw people in chat often asking for the instant replays, so gonna try and work that in. Possibly with some fancier graphics later on. The one I have right now is just kind of a little simple transition that matches the whole style, but I ain't a graphic artist, keep in mind. But definitely want to implement that for the viewers at home, because it's a handy thing. So Slin, or Dage rather, will pass it off to Street Boo, and he'll go on through for the shot. So here, speaking of, I'll attempt. Let's see if this works out for us, huh? Oh, nope, it did not. Well, there you go. I messed it up anyway, so I guess no one gets to enjoy it, unfortunately. Yeah, still trying to work it out, but F for Pally in chat and the instant replay. Not quite ready yet. But off it goes to, ooh, it's gonna be a steal and actually off to Dage. Now that was a quick shot, lining that up. I kind of said this a few times too in recent casts. Like, I don't think it can be said enough. Like, a lot of these shots that you're seeing these days from deep don't get enough appreciation. I mean, they're almost routine now. But these are like the kind of shots where, a year ago, people would be just flipping out like, oh my gosh, amazing shot. And good shot there from Smash Dash. Slin buying himself some more points. But, press F to pay respect to cameraman. Yeah, that's me. One-man crewing it at the moment. But middleman taking it here. But yeah, going back to what I was saying though, it's just players now have gotten so good on offense. They've made some really incredible shots. Over the weeks, we've seen so many of these really deep bombs, these tunnel shots, these bounce shots, fadeaways, moving shots. I mean, kind of stuff you're seeing now, it was just, it feels good, I suppose. Like from a spectator's perspective, as a nice pass gets to middle, man, from Gobshite. That was a tightly woven one. But yeah, just gotta appreciate how good everyone's getting. And that doesn't even begin to speak on behalf of the defense too, like goalies and such. I mean, for probably the first entire, like the whole of 2017, the first year of Echo Arena, any save would be amazing in itself. I mean, still to a degree it is, but like, just the degree as that shot just goes astray. The degree of which we're seeing these goalkeepers for both regions really coming through and making some really epic saves and tested ones, defenses all over them. It's nothing short of amazing to me as that shot taken deep from Dage. Nothing short of amazing how good everyone is getting over time. And the scary part is, as well, is that it's not even anywhere near its max potential. Like, the actual skill ceiling of Echo Arena, I believe, is still so far from being reached. Like, it's ridiculous. But a steal will go through here. Dage looking for that bouncer. And now a steal going out from Street Boo, finding the side wall. And now a boost. So middleman fun and clear as well now. It'll bounce, take a few bounces off, going into the side. Some fast approaches here. Blistering down the floor. Missing the disc initially because of all the punches. Look at this tunnel bunched up right now as that shot does go in from Sendo at the other end. Able to recollect that and send it in. But yeah, that skill ceiling, I kind of feel like throughout 2017, competitive play at the top, including my team and stuff, I feel it was the equivalent of something like middle school sports, basketball, whatever. It was just the kind of the level of play setting and teamwork and just individual skill even. Like, it was kind of middle school level. It looked great at the time. Felt great. But you compare it to now and the teams from now, even a brand new team these days would most likely just smash most of the top teams in the first season a couple years ago. So it's impressive. Talk on Thursday saying, good cameramanning. Thank you. Appreciate it. I try. Sometimes I'm on point. Other times I'm a little bit janky, but I think it's gotten a lot better over the weeks. One of those things that once you do enough, it can kind of start to autopilot it to a degree, so you don't have to think too much about the movements. So usually these days I'm not thinking too hard when I'm camming, is not thinking too hard about that shot as Slin, finding it. But it's definitely a learning process anyways. But that said, we do have some more cameramen / women being trained right now. Camera people. I think some have already been set up now with the broadcasting suite, and there are a few more who are still going to be trained soon. Again, it is kind of a practicing process before we'll necessarily see a bunch of them in stream, I think. It's definitely practice if you haven't really done gamepad spectator controls before, but definitely handy to have. Nice stun there on Gobshite, though, from Sendo. He's had some good defense there at the other end. A Slin will pass that on, or send that on through, rather. It'll be a bit high, going to the sky where Street finds it. Actually sails past his hands, but he'll still be there. Granted, more contested than he'd like to be by Flash Flood. Now they will find a pass to Dage. Dage, though, again, that outer bubble defense. Seeing it play very well there for both teams, honestly. And now, corner shot will be taken, slung out, back into the midfield. This is what I was talking about in the Toxic Units game, where the nice thing about 4v4 is that both on offense and defense, you can have 3 players essentially, covering one in each lane and still have someone at goal or at mid. But right down the middle, for the mercy of that one. 24-4 for Smash Dash. So successful on this second round and on the series. And another brief look here at the stats. 17 for Slin, doing what he does. Dage with 12. 6 for Street Boo, 5 for Sendo. A middleman over with 2 points. Irony with 2. Flash Flood with a couple saves. Slin, 71 stuns in 2 rounds. Nasty. Gnarly. I love it. Going to the scoreboard now. It will be, as you can see, the 2-round victory in this series for Smash Dash. Still a third to be played, though, of course. And thanks for the compliments, Taco. Appreciate it. And I'm also being looked at in the Twitch chat by an Illuminati Eye. That's always fun. What else is new? Going back to the gameplay now for this third and final round. And our final European match of today. / tonight. Going for it and taking it is Slin. So Slin, again, having an insane punching game so far. 71 stuns across 2 rounds, not to mention the points. Also nearing around that 20-point mark as well. Yeah, 19, along with 4 saves and 71 stuns. If that's not an MVP level effort, I don't know what is. Crazy stats by him. Now middleman with 1 in tow finds Gob. Gob's going to be contested, so he lobs it down the floor. Hitting that bottom ramp, and great stack there. Flash Flood coming away with it, going for a deep pass. Middleman finds it as well. That was a fantastic pass to crash the goalpost for a score. 2-2 here. Quackheads capitalizing. So a couple of quick goals early on in this third round. And rolling on through. Sendo going deep down. Maybe for that kind of self-pass, but actually will just find middle of his hands. And middleman with the middle hands with a pass down to Flash. And in a flash, he finds the goal at last. That is 4 points for Quackheads. So another quick one. Maybe a little bit of a turnaround, consolation game, as a tutorial bot likes to call it. Those consolation rounds where you see teams kind of come back and even out the odds a little bit on the scoring totals. But rolling out here and maybe trying to put a stamp on it and stop it, it will be Dage and Smash Dash. They're going to find that pass over to the mid area, returning it now to Dage. That stack just ping-ponging back and forth between them. Slin taking it, working on that 19 points. Who knows how many stuns now, trying to go for another one, and he does get it. So keeping track of that whole story with Slin, nothing else, but in the back line, it'll still be a recovery to Smash Dash. They're going to work it up the floor. Slin over here somehow stunned out, no surprise. And another stun for him as the pass sails past Dage. So a lot of smashing of faces going on here. But as far as shots, not able to get too much. Slin, however, is first to the disc. And first to that pass will be Sendo over in the left tunnel. Collapsed upon, ducked through, sent on over. The passing lane being played nicely, but just cannot get the grab, so Flash Flood was there with a defensive play. Couldn't quite get a grip around it. But now trying to find a grip around their stack. That's going to float dangerously close into that 2-point area. But Slin will come away with it, look for a clear, shield himself, try for a stun. And Street Boo and Dage on that approach, trying to collect it for their team. They will do so successfully as 3 players for Quackheads take place. So disc loose again. Taken by Slin. Trying to look for that pass. Will not reach the mark of anyone. Street Boo eventually finding the recollection. Now has a few options here. A lot of brawls coming through from Irony Man this time, and then into Dage, right on line for the shot. Couple defenders there bothering, but Dage unfazed as he phases into the goal. 6:12 left in this final round. Launch going out and through. Stack just biding their time in the back, waiting for the approach. And there you go. They do get somewhat broken up, but actually just causes another turnover. Slin is just going to go for 3 more. Does not find it, but will find the rebound for his team. Street Boo getting loose. Knocked back up top. Back into his own hands. Nope, sailing past actually. So some brawls going off as Gob gets it snagged out of the air by Street Boo. Finds a deep pass. That one will be a good opportunity, but the continuity on his goalkeeping skills. Middleman, as always. Now Street Boo recovering, sending a pass up to the ceiling. Trying to look for the appealing shot. It will be Slin. That was a good assist from Street Boo to make that one happen, and a tough corner to shoot it from over a couple defenders, but he squeezed it in, and there you go. He'll take it for sure. Currently, Slin up to 77 stuns, trying to keep track. Falling behind Slin, come on. I was thinking we had 100 going for us. He has about half a round now, 5 minutes left to collect another 23 stuns. So Gob is going to go for that pass, a good cross on over, but taken over by Street. Easy Street. Great save by him. So back-to-back, we're seeing these defensive plays for either team, but now Dage will find it and dunk it into the top corner this time. So maybe he heard me earlier. After dunking it twice into the bottom, now he went for the top. I guess everyone, a lot of people have their own personalized things in Echo, right? You have the boop shot, the Simeon own goal, the Lemming ding, that counts as a shot. I know they got that. The whoa shot from Zach W off of this block up here. Now taken back by Sendo. Sendo's going to work it around, but another defensive stop. Middleman. Always with the plan and the hands. Fantastically so. But yeah, I suppose for Dage, his personalized thing, at least as of today, in these last 2 streams, is that ding dunk. If I was saying dunks in general, I'd probably give it to Sealable. He's been dunking since some of these teams were in diapers practically. But as far as the actual corner ding dunks, I'll give that one to Dage. Why not? So Irony Man goes down low. We'll find Gob. Gob dips it down low, resetting out to Middleman, yeah, and then back to Irony Man. Taco saying the pun things. That my thing? I used to have a couple things. What it actually is month to month, I'm not sure. Lately, as of maybe now and forever, yeah, the pun things, I suppose. Once upon a time, I had a door, though. Had a plaque. Anyone remember that? The good old days? I joke. These are still the good old days. As Sendo looks for some good old plays with that pass to Street Boo. 8-4 lead for Smash Dash. Right past the hands, an easy pass and a save again from Middleman. His third in the 3rd round. Rebound, however, and this is what has been damaging to Middleman and Quackheads, is that he gets these great saves, but unfortunately the back line playing so hard on the clear lanes that the offense ends up getting a 2nd or 3rd or 4th attempt and eventually score. It's just so tough. But alas, Sendo target. Will he have enough? Slin sure does with the stuff onto the goal. Slin up to 23 points and 85 stuns. There you go, Slin. Only 2 minutes, though, to get 15. He's going to have to go extremely stun heavy for the last 2 minutes now and focus on nothing but that if he wants 100. But I'm sure just the same, he'll probably be happy with a win here. They're in decent position on the 3rd round now, up by 6 points, but not out of the woods. Now, some good offense here, a good stack from Quackheads, but it's cut off nicely by Street Boo. Still able to take it back for Irony Man on his 2nd approach. A little bit slower than they would have liked because of that interruption the first time. But now, looking for that pass. It's just going to sail past Irony, though. It was out of his reach, so instead he's kind of going back for the boost, it would seem. And indeed. Now Slin taking that deep tunnel shot. That's the second one he's had just bounce off that bottom of the barrier. Another ding here from Dage that time. And the goal, however, still open. So not shut off quite yet. Obviously, Quackheads in a position where they can't play super defensive if they want to come back and win this one. At the moment, though, kind of doing just that. Sendo's going to go in, and Middleman, another save. Beautifully done. Some more stuns. It floats off into the midfield. Eventually recollected, though, by Smash Dash. So even though that took some extra time to unfold, it still ended up being Smash with a recollection off a Middleman save. That will certainly hurt, and now it goes down right into it. But Middleman, he knows how to do it. Slin going in again, and Middleman again. This is the second week in a row that he's had an insane round of just save after save after save. This Middleman is, well, quite the brave goalie because he's doing things that I just haven't seen many goalies ever do, and he's doing it consistently now. You know, weeks upon weeks in a row here with impressive saves in VRML. Amazing. Now back to Gob. Go for one shot, but one more save. And that one will be a clear, a boost, perhaps a final goal based off this stack, but no, on the attack and sending it clear on through. So Smash Dash taking it 10-4. I do hope somebody clips a few of those saves and that flurry from Middleman again, because he did it twice now these last 2 weeks. Insane. But 10-4 it will go. That's a third round victory. Quick look at those stats. Slin ended up with 23 and 89 stuns. So couldn't quite get the 100. Unfortunate. I was kind of hoping for it. But he scored really high. He had 4 saves as well. A lot of boosts, a lot of rebounds into shots. Sendo with 5 points, 6 assists. Very nice. Dage with 16 points and 3 assists. Street Boo with 6 points, 3 assists, 5 saves. Nice game from him. Over on Quackheads, it was Middleman with the 4 points, 7 credited saves. Again, I'm pretty sure he got more than that, honestly, but nonetheless, 7 saves credited to him. A Flash Flood with 2 points and assists, 2 saves, 2 steals. Gobshite with 2 assists, 3 saves, and 64 stuns. So also heavy-handed for them. Gobshite, always a great brawler. And Irony Man with the 2 points, 2 steals, and 44 stuns. So not too shabby on that end either. Take a look at the team stats as well, and there you go. The 42 shots taken from Smash Dash to 18 for Quackheads. Now that's an awful lot of shots. And then the brawls, however, despite Slin's efforts, I mean, look at that. They are almost even. Only 10 stuns separating the two teams. The saves, about even. We've seen great saves from both teams as well. So great efforts all around from both, but Smash Dash coming through. So congrats to them on the win. And Quackheads, congrats to you on the effort. You came back and coming back hard in the third round. You made some better scores. You kept them held down to more. Again, I've said it a few times with Quackheads on these games. It's just, it seems like their defense is great, their brawling is great. It's only the offense that maybe needs more like patience, a little bit cleaner or shorter passing. A lot of those passes are kind of tough, or they make catches where they're floating in midair sometimes, or they're easy to be dove upon, things like that. And it's kind of funny, I say, like it's not even a slam at all, because it's unusual almost for a team to come into the competitive scene and be that good at defense, really, whereas most teams are not, or at least historically. So to be a team that's strong on defense, it's like you already got the hard part done. The offense, that stuff is stuff that can come, with just a little bit more time, I think, and it'll start clicking. But they've already got some of the pieces in place, so I don't think they're really that far off from being able to compete and win these games versus good teams like this. So we will go now to the scoreboard. See those differentials across the rounds. And yeah, as I said there, I mean, 19 in the first for Smash Dash, then 24-4, but then 10-4 the final round. So a lot lower scoring from Smash, more scoring from Quackheads, and just good defense. Again, those Great saves from Middleman. He had another one where in about a minute span he had like 3 saves, I think. It's good stuff. But that will do it for us today and for these good old days, indeed, Taco. It is, it really is, in the grand scheme of things, because my vision for Echo Arena long term, honestly, is just that it will turn into the the de facto sports game, not just esports game, but like a sports game in the mainstream and for VR in the future. Like not in the immediate term, but I've kind of felt this since I stepped foot into beta. Basically, like it's a very interesting, special kind of game, ahead of its time in ways. But I think with these leagues and with all the participation, we'll be able to sustain it plenty well enough until it actually reaches that point of VR going super mainstream, which I think is in the fairly medium term. Like it's in the close future. 2020 will be a good year. And I'm just thinking these are the good old days compared to, like, say 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when we're all looking back at the plays of today. Then even years from now, we'll be saying, wow, look at those players back in 2019 and 2020. They sucked compared to what they are now. Which is funny to think about, but I think it will be absolutely true. The skill gap, or the skill level increasing every single month. And the skill ceiling still sky high right now. No one's even close, in my opinion. So it'll make for some interesting developments down the road, but I'm pretty confident about where this is all going. But anywho, that will do it for me and for this stream. I've been Palidore. This has been week 5 of VRML pre-season, and I've had a mighty swell time for that reason. Here's your rhymes. But I will be joining you back again here later tonight, that is, from North American games. So join us for those. Instinct and Ironic coming up at 7:30 Central, and then at 8 Central, it's Flair versus Joker. So that'll be good ones. Those will be good ones. Grammar. All right. Take it easy, guys, and I'll catch you on the other side.